Hey, how's it going, everybody? Canuck 40 here. So, another horde base. Yes, I know, another one. Now, I've already worked on Blender version 1 here and Blender version 2, and this is something else that I was working on. I was thinking of the cavern underneath Tokyo that they use to prevent flooding. Uh, and if you look at that cavern under there, it's absolutely massive with columns everywhere to support what's above it. And so I was thinking I would build a base and it would be an underground base. So this would be one of the columns. And so you'd start up here and the ramp would come down over here somewhere. And there would be like a column over here, column over here. And there would be dart traps on two sides of these other columns. Now they would come down the ramp and then be forced to come down this side. I'd block the way in between them so that they're forced to come down here. And just above the dart traps, I was thinking of putting a camera up here that watches this area right in front of the traps, or possibly a pressure plate. So, in order to conserve ammo on these things, I only want them shooting when there are actually zombies in front of it. So that's why I was thinking the camera or a pressure plate. So then when they come along, they trigger it, it starts firing, and then when there's nobody there, they're not doing anything. So these other two columns, they walk along, they get hit by the dart traps in those two as they go by, and then they get hit on three sides of this one as they come around it, because now they're forced to go back down that way, and then they're hit on the other side of those other two columns, and then it just kind of snakes its way back and forth, and I'd be standing like over there somewhere at the end of it, almost like a maze. So the construction, we've got square blocks in on the four corners here, and then I used rounded blocks out here. I used rounded blocks here, and then I used dart, sorry, arrow slits in front of the dart traps to protect them. Now we've got a door that we can get inside, and we've got a chest here to hold all of the ammo for these six, and then a battery bank here to power them, and the cameras that are going to be up here, or pressure plates. I haven't decided which one I'm going to use yet. So, yeah. So, the horde base would be underground, and then my main base would actually be up here, right above all of this, being supported by these columns and protected. So, yeah, dual purpose. This over here is my latest creation. This is the pincushion. So as you can see, we've got a floor down, and I've got 12 dart traps around here. And then columns are built on top, and then the floor is built up on top of that. So we've got 2 by 2 blocks to stand up on here, and then we've got this slope going down towards the middle. And I left an opening there on purpose. Our battery bank is there, and it's wired down to that dart trap, and then it goes all the way around to this one. I will make changes to this. I was thinking possibly putting a second bank of dart traps up here on top of these ones. And right there, I was thinking of putting a relay. So when I run the wires across, I then run the wire up to this relay and then down over to the next set, so that the wires aren't actually hanging down here for the zombies to trip on and possibly break. So I've got railing going all around here. But of course, if we have any of the cops in our horde, they're going to see us and they're going to be spitting at us. So to prevent that, what I'm going to use is these concrete half cubes, and I'm going to build a wall too high here all the way around, and then I'll use these rails on top to make the roof. So that'll just be to protect me from vultures coming in, whereas the wall here will prevent the cops out there from actually seeing me inside here and spitting at me. So let's spawn some zombies in, shall we? Oh, that's not the right button. This button. So let's spawn in some decent uh, zombies here. Something with a little bit of meat to it. So how about 25 soldiers? Get their attention. Howdy, boys. Yeah, I'm over here. So I can stand up here with a molitov. Now, these guys know I'm up here, but they're going to come in there anyway. And we're going to turn on our dart traps once they get here. And we're going to roast them alive at the same time. So not only are we frying them, we're also shooting them with those. And they're done. And there you go. 25 soldiers done and dusted in, what, 15, 20 seconds, honestly. They didn't stand a chance when they walked in there. They're being hit by 12 dart traps on 4 sides once they're in here. So, yeah. Pretty effective, I'd say. And then you've got that hole there that you can toss Molotovs down to cook them. So there we go. That is the pincushion. I will probably make a version 2 of this where I put in that second row of dart traps on top of these ones. And of course, clean up the wires and run them up here and over, you know, so that these guys aren't tripping on them all the time. And I was thinking possibly making this opening a little bigger. Maybe. We'll see. Right now it is 1 block by 1 block. So yeah, it's 1 block big, but it's big enough to toss a Molotov down here without actually frying yourself. So, yeah. There we go. Have fun with that. And I will see you in the next one.